Hello Libra and welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot. Let's start your reading, Libra. Let's see what's happening in the past. Let's do a past a reading for you. You've got this card of complacency. This talks of you being quite happy with whatever happened, and feeling that it was fine when it happened. It's okay, whatever happened, just let it be. But this card is telling me that sometimes we really need to do something about a certain event or a certain situation or something which has happened in life, and not just accept it that all right, it has happened, so let it happen and let it be. No, you need to in the past you are dealing with something about which you could have done something, and I think that is what is lingering with you. Though half of your head and heart says that let it be, it's okay, it's over, done with, come and gone, but there is a part of you which is still holding on to it. And I feel that the reason why it is holding on to it is that you feel you could have done something, and maybe there is a little possibility of doing something about it right now also, because that's why it's still present in you. What is this about? We have the Queen of Cups, Six of I just get mother energy over here, with the Queen of Cups. Or it could be anybody who has been a nurturing figure for you, Libra. There has been you've kind of moved away from them, let's say. And we have the Four of Wands and the Ace of Wands. You've moved away from something or some energy, though you are quite happy where you are. Like in the past it was a new opportunity to move away. Let's see what this Queen of Cups is about. Yeah, see, you're moving away from what? Okay, it is a wish which you had. Okay, and you've been, you've nurtured it for a long time, and you've kept it secret also for a long time. And you feel that, let me move away from that because it's not happening. Maybe you did something about it, but it never really took off. There was a little bit, things did start, things did grow, but they did not flourish. So you turned your back on that, and you decided to go on to something, which another opportunity came your way, Libra. And you felt that this is the best thing to go for, because this grew but it did not bloom and flourish. And this showed a lot more promise with the Four of Wands. So you did move towards that new opportunity, though with a heavy heart. And that is why I get this complacency card, that you feel that things did work out, things did grow, but not the way you wanted to. And that is what you realize, that if it's not growing in a particular way or at a particular time span, you might as well leave it and move on to something else. Now whatever it is, do fit it in, whatever your situation is. But you do feel you have that little regret, that I wish things had worked out, or you could have given it some more time, or you feel that I could have done a little more about it. That is what the overall energy is in the past. A little bit of but I'm not seeing the Five of Cups, because I feel that you did decide to tell yourself that I'm not going to spend any more time and energy on that, right? So it's not that it did not work out at all. It did work out, but not the way you were thinking it would develop. Now let's see what is in your present. We have the renewal. My God, I think that thing is coming back, and it's asking for forgiveness as well. This is the crossing card. You have renewal as well as forgiveness. So whatever you turned your back on, Libra, and whatever you felt wasn't working, it is making a turnaround, and it's coming back for forgiveness. Whether it is you forgiving yourself, or you forgiving, if there's another person concerned. uh, I do feel that with the card of marriage over here, Four of Wands indicates marriage as well. So maybe, you felt that the relationship wasn't, the marriage material, and you left it at that. But there is a turnaround of events happening. And I just get this image of this boat coming all the way back over here. So this past you, which you turned your back on, is coming for renewal and forgiveness, whether it's yourself or the other person. And definitely, both of you, it's required, and it's coming at great speed. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. Now the Knight of Pentacles is also a slow moving card, but in your reading we feel that it is coming with a plan for the future. It is coming with an offer of something. It is coming with something tangible to offer, right, Libra? And then you need to really check with the uh, you know uh, you are checking with your intuition about this entire thing, but there is a lot of conflict going on in your present, whether to accept it, whether to move towards it, whether to go ahead with this, or maybe things and people have just come around to for closure, for things to get settled, but you are a little bit in your in this conflicted energy, whether you should proceed with it, whether you should take the offer. It could not be a relationship, it could be a job as well, whatever it is which has that has come around for you. You have that, whether you should move towards it, move accept it, take it. The conflict is there, but I would also like to add that whenever the an unfinished past comes up, it is coming up for closure. Whether you proceed with it or not, that is another thing. But if it is coming up and you feel that there are some things which need to be settled, then a good point to start would be to settle that before you see whether you want to leave it at that or you want to take it forward. But we need to at least let it come into our life if it is still bothering you and you feel you need a little bit of closure. What's coming up? See, we have this card of impartiality. This is what is coming up. It is telling you to take a very neutral perspective to it. It's not about good, bad, and things like that. It's an event which happened in your life which was unfinished, and now it is coming back for you. To get closure for you as well as anyone else concerned, and that is why you need to be unbiased towards it. It's not about what it is giving you, it's not about making you miserable or unhappy all over again. That aside, you need to be impartial towards your self forgiveness here, and to other people concerned, that yes, it was something which came about, but maybe it was not meant to grow. But till you do not connect, until you do not communicate, you will not know the other side of the story as well. So that is why you're being urged to be impartial. Let's get this. Wow, we have the Tower card here. Being impartial and taking a very neutral third party perspective to everything is really going to give you a lot more insight into what has happened, something which you probably never thought of before, Libra. Okay, those are the things which are also likely to come to your mind, as well as when you connect, when you decide and you see analyze this entire thing in a very impartial manner, you will realize the truth of the entire thing. It might cause you stress, I mean, obviously, when we go back and rake up the entire past so that it can close, we go through all the details, which can be rather unpleasant also. And see, all the unpleasant aspects of whatever happened are going to come up. Okay, that is why you're being urged to be impartial. Not Cancer, sorry, Libra. You need to be impartial. You need to have that neutral perspective. It's not about one person at fault, one person maybe it's a little more for one and a little less for the other, but nonetheless we need two hands to clap, right? That is why you see your part as well, you see the other person's part as well. Until that communication doesn't happen, things are not going to get resolved. See, you've got the Lovers card over here. This is a path you need to walk. Eventually the choice is yours, but with the Lovers card coming up, it talks of resolution and a resolution, closure, and being at least on neutral terms with each other, if not good terms. At least do not carry any bitterness or negative feelings towards the person or towards events which have happened in the past. So you need to walk a new road with respect to this entire event, so that anytime you look back at it, at least you have understood what happened, why it happened, without your heart hurting or without you getting into that negative spiral movement. Okay, so that is what it is. It's very clearly saying it's going to be a little unpleasant for you to go through it all over again, but you've got a beautiful outcome of Lovers card, which I feel is all about the love being things getting ironed out between you and others, all right, and generally a happy ending, so to say. What's your challenge, Libra? Let's see what challenges Libra in this entire thing. You have the Sun card over here. So I feel that Libra, at a certain level, you are very happy that some this whatever past was, it has come up. It makes you happy, be it the person, be it the opportunity. It makes you very happy. But I think that is what your challenge. That is what your challenge is. That why is something which did not work out and which you had to leave in between. It still makes you happy. So you get that connection that somewhere down the line these things or these people or this opportunity does make you very happy. But now see, that's for you to sort out for yourself, but nonetheless it brings an element of joy, happiness, optimism, and like that feeling of bright sunny happy days, that light is all over the place. You are looking wondering that it I mean, that's what you're questioning, that it still makes you happy, and that's what I think you're finding it a little difficult to accept it. Let's see what your guidance is. See, you've got a new opportunity, you've got a start, you've got the magician card here. You can create anything you want with this. With this returning into your life, Libra, it's totally your call how you handle it. You've got all the tools at your sorry, at your disposal, right? So it's up to you, totally up to you. The direction you give it, and how you handle it. And what's going to be your final outcome? We have the Six of Pentacles. It's a lovely card to get in a reading like this, where the give and take is pending, and this card in the outcome indicates that you will be able to finally balance out things between yourself and the other person. It's not about who's getting more, who's getting less, but something which requires a little bit of balance and requires things to be squared up. This particular card definitely guarantees that whatever needs to be given will be given, at whatever extent it is. That is another thing, because that depends on you, because you got the magician card. Create what you want to create. You can give what you want to give, take. It's also telling you that whatever you are expecting to give and take between you and the other person, the chances of that happening are 100%. Okay, whatever the measure is, that is up to you, because you are the magician over here, Libra. Okay, you can create and give and take whatever you wish. That's totally your call. Now let me get a little guidance, notes from the universe, what the universe would like to tell you with respect to this. mm, what would the universe like to tell Libra? Oops. Okay, here we've got one card here. What does it say? Pucker up, buttercup. So be happy if it makes you happy. Just accept that happiness, and it's like just go ahead with this. There is nothing which you should be feeling nervous about or apprehensive about. It's just you are dealing with your own life and putting to rest things which need a closure. So there is nothing to worry, there's nothing to fear, and nothing to run away from. It would be a good idea to brace yourself and go ahead with this. So, and here I've got another card. It says it's not only about being right. Okay, so a lot of truths can be told, the right things can be told, we can be very honest, but it is also very hurtful. So what do you want to choose? You want to be right, or you want to be a little more compassionate? Because we all have that ability of doing wrong, right? So it's not about being right, but it is also about being loving, caring, compassionate, and generous to a fault. That's what it says over here. Okay, this particular card in the a little bit of detail, but it's about it's not about always being right and being very exact and 50-50. Life is and our character is a little more than that. It's all about the love and compassion we have for ourselves and everything else which happened in life. It all happened for a reason. So for it's up to you to see whether you want to choose the right perspective, or you want to choose the more humane and compassionate perspective. It's all your call. You're the magician here, Libra. Okay, so with that, I'll wrap it up, and thank you for watching.